Hi guys, welcome back to Goddess Oracle by Isha. So in the last segment, we were discussing reprogramming your subconscious mind, okay? I wanted to dive a little bit deeper into that. So this is going to be a part 2 to that. And I want to talk more about meditation because when it comes to meditation, it's going to be a key component to rewiring your mind, okay? It's going to be a tool that's going to help you to sort of dissect the way that you think. Because your mind, ultimately, everything that we think becomes a reality, especially when we are putting emotion behind it. Okay? So, what is meditation? I'm going to read a little bit from my book. It's an art therapy workbook that I have. And in the section meditation for medication, it says, meditation is a useful tool that helps to calm the mind by bringing your attention to the current moment, rather than dwelling in the past and in the future. Contrary to popular belief, meditation is not meant to still the mind. It is meant to calm the thinking process so that we can differentiate our subconscious thoughts from our conscious thoughts. If you were to stop thinking, then that means that you are no longer here, if you know what I mean. So that was a section from my workbook. Okay. So with that being said, we're not here to learn how to stop thinking. You're not supposed to stop thinking, okay? Even when we rest at night and we go to bed, we take naps, we're still thinking, and that's why we have dreams. Regardless if you remember them or not, that's why we dream, okay? Even in our waking life, we could just be going about doing regular, everyday, mundane tasks, right? And we may find ourselves in a daydream. It's because we're not supposed to stop thinking, okay? That is what the body does, okay? Information is constantly being communicated to all of our senses, okay? And the brain is like a huge motherboard, okay? And it's constantly receiving information through all of our senses. So that is our sight, our touch, our emotions, all the things, right? Our taste, okay, etc., etc. Now, an important part of thinking is that we actually operate from 3 parts of the mind, okay? So the 3 parts of the mind that we operate from is the subconscious mind, the conscious mind, and the superconscious mind, okay? And I'm going to go back into the book for this section to break down what each of these components mean, okay? So first, we have the subconscious mind. This is made up of things and habits that we've developed around age 3. Many of our beliefs, trainings, patterns, traumas, and dreaming reside here. The subconscious mind makes up about 90% of our thinking. You notice it as the thoughts that just seem to float around and come and go as they please. Next, we have our conscious mind, which is expressed as things like tasks and daily activities or routines. The conscious mind is what observes the subconscious mind and accounts for 10% of our thinking. And lastly, we have our superconscious mind. It is our sustained intuition and God talk. The superconscious is the source of our creativity and deep concentration. So if you're an artist of any kind, you can identify this as the trance that you go into when you're creating. It's like a mental orgasm that cloaks the entire body. The physical location of the superconsciousness is in the frontal lobe of the brain, and this is also known as the pineal gland or the third eye. Okay. So I'm going to step away for a second from that, and I want to go back into this conscious mind. Okay. So with the conscious mind, because it's the part of our brain that is observing the subconscious, this is where you want to be. Okay, ideally speaking, when it comes to rewiring your brain and your thought patterns and like training your mind to think high vibrationally, we want to operate from the conscious space. Okay, so like how I was saying in part 1, we have to sort of pick and choose our thoughts. Okay, we have to do this with our conscious mind. Okay, and we have to allow what comes up in the subconscious and to just sort of flow, right? And then that's when we start asking all the questions, and that's when we start dissecting the information to see if it's relevant to our current reality or not. Okay, because sometimes with the subconscious mind, it doesn't necessarily operate from the timeline you may want it to operate from. Okay, it could be things that you relive from your past. Okay, things that you don't want to relive. Okay, we can be operating from old energy, old timelines, right? So with the conscious mind stepping in, we can then say, I don't want to operate from this timeline anymore, and we can make that shift. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into the book now, and I want to give you guys a meditation technique that will actually help to dissect these thoughts a little bit better. Okay, so going back in, if you're new to meditation, here's a simple meditation technique to help you get started. And please remember to be patient with yourself. If you can't relax right now, that's okay. You're not supposed to relax right away. Sometimes, if you're not used to operating from a relaxed state of mind, it may take you a little bit of time to learn how to do so. Okay, so sustained meditation is a skill that you have to grow into, so be okay with starting small. When thoughts come up that you feel like you can't control, you must allow the thoughts to come up in order to be released. You can do this by observing the thought and asking yourself, is it beneficial for the intent of the moment? If it is not, then think and release the thought. If it is beneficial for the current circumstances, then further observe the thought and allow yourself to feel the emotions that come up as well. To begin, find a comfortable place to sit where you won't be disturbed for at least 15 minutes. Ground and center yourself for at least 30 seconds by taking several deep breaths. This is also a time for you to focus on one of your mandalas, which is in another section of this book. So we're going to actually get into that in another video. So just skip that part, okay? So try not to force anything. Take note of any colors, images, numbers, or words or songs that come through. 15 minutes is recommended, but feel free to stay as long as you like. When you're done, journal about your experience for future reference. Okay, you guys, so that is basically like a quick intro to working with your conscious mind, your subconscious mind, and learning how to tap into your sustained intuition, which is your superconscious mind. Okay, so this is a spiritual channel, and that for me is the ultimate goal, is to be able to guide you guys into tapping into your super conscious mind. Okay, This is where you're gonna be able to operate from a place of discernment, okay? And this is where you're going to be able to operate from high vibrational thinking and make high vibrational choices, okay? And that's why it's important to sort of journal these things as well, and really hone in on the visions that we get during meditation, as well as the sensations, because we're all spiritual beings having a physical experience, okay? So when you pick up on colors, images, numbers, words, songs, all these things, okay, that is psychic information coming through, okay? That is intuitive information, and intuitive information is basically going to give you clues as to what to do next, okay? It's like a lantern, right, on a dark path that kind of lets us know where the trauma is. It lets us know what we need to work on. It lets us know how to move forward, okay? These are all opportunities and doorways. Even the things that we don't want to look at are opportunities for us to grow into better people, okay? So if you are, just starting out on your journey, or even if you're not, because, sometimes things take a long time to alter, to grow from. This is a very simple technique that you need with minimal tools, by the way, to help you to grow from your limiting beliefs, okay? When it comes to limiting beliefs, you have to have supporting evidence. So imagine you think something like, I'm so ugly, so I won't get the job. Does that really have anything to do with getting the job? In some cases it might, right? But I've seen and witnessed situations where beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So you have to find some supporting evidence for that, okay? These techniques are going to help you to alter your limiting beliefs, okay? It's going to help you to find supporting facts to confirm whether or not it's true, okay? So I really want you guys to dive into that, okay? And if you guys want to get this workbook as well, I'm going to put the link in the description box below, because it has a lot of tea, okay? This book is tea, okay? I'm not going to lie. I'm not just saying that because I created it. I'm saying that because it really helps you to tap into your inner creator or creatress, okay? And it helps you to be more high vibrational in a holistic and creative way, okay? This book is going to help you to develop new habits and new routines that are going to take you far. And not only that, but they can be constantly reapplied, okay? You can teach these techniques to people around you, even in simple conversation, okay? So that is the point of a lot of this mental work that we do here, okay? Everything on the inside is what creates our external reality, okay? Now, if you guys want to actually, include a little more, because there's always more that can be done, right? So when it comes to these different meditations and things like that, right? If you guys want to use crystals, you can also go ahead and use crystals. If you want to incorporate frequencies like singing bowls or nature sounds, all of these things are excellent components to go with these types of meditations, okay? If you want to work with deities, go for it. Like, it's your world, okay? And that's the other side of this that I want you guys to really hone in on, It's your world. You're creating this reality. I am giving you the tools and the platform, to get started, but the way that you take it and run with it is going to be essential. Okay, so feel free to add in whatever you would like to add in. That is what I have for you guys today for this segment of reprogramming your subconscious mind. I hope this really helps you guys, and I hope you guys learn how to really get grounded and centered on the kind of life you want to live and the person who you want to be and the energy that you operate from. Okay, I really want you guys to get clear on that. Okay, so if this resonates with you, feel free to like the video, follow my channel as well. I really support you guys, and I really hope that you guys support me too if you're here watching. Okay, so I will talk to you guys in a later video. Don't forget to check out my other content. Everything will be in the description box below. And peace. Bye bye.